Hi, we hope you enjoy these testimonials that we have from some recent users trying out and getting to experience early access to Sensie. Sensie is a breakthrough technology. Never before in history have we had biomarkers of the mind or the ability to measure the somatic nervous system, how we feel. Sensie brings that forward in a unique, novel way where everyone can experience it. We use the sensors in the phone. So, check out these beautiful testimonials and hit the link in the bio to join us if you'd like to get early access and experience it yourself. Look forward to seeing you in one of our community onboarding calls. Take care. So the goal here is insights from us by us.
I really love the simplicity of this. Yeah, being just able to use the accelerometer and gyroscope and get a sense of how you're doing and how you're connecting with your body.
When you identify blind spots, it makes you a better human. Makes you a better human for others, but also creates a sense of ease in oneself, knowing that there's so much potential that you have.
That's like a transformational technology.
I love that it does force you to kind of reflect on, how are you connecting? How is your mind and body connecting? I can see this being a super great training tool for connecting the body and the mind and then being able to shift your state, especially when you're activated or triggered, like having that intervention. It's like increasing mind-body connection and really having increased interoception of how my body is working.
There's no right or wrong. There's only ways of improving our behavior so it aligns with our goals. And identifying those blind spots allows us to understand the ongoing practice of being human.
Right.
My industry, when we're in the flow, it's easy to understand we're in the flow. I think the stress levels in my industry is more the ones that you're not aware of because it's a stressful environment. So, putting it instead of being in the flow, more like understand, the different levels of stress and how to unlock it.
My one gripe with wearables is that sometimes you kind of give the authority to the device or you get the authority to the data, even if it's in conflict with how you're actually feeling. The approach here is kind of, in my mind, addressing that issue. It is like using your own intuition and it is still having you reflect on that as well.
What I've really noticed about Sensie app is that it allows you to make tangible that which has been intangible thus far. Is this meditation? Am I really in the zone? So you can decide, is this next action right for me? And be able to test not only what you're consciously aware of, but what you're not consciously aware of, your things at the subconscious level, including intuition, and am I dialed in? Can I step into perfect dad role, alter ego of that, which means I'm focused on him, I'm not looking at my phone, I'm not distracted with business thoughts or whatever, or looking at my phone, any of that stuff, present and fun for him and whatever it might be. Interested. So that's super dad, and I'm about to be in that role in a couple of minutes. I can think through all of it, even as broadly as I can imagine what the question is, and embody that when I ask Sensie. It'll test all of those categories all at once.
One thing that I like what is it actually, this kind of forces you to be as honest with yourself as you can. You do the check, you get this one last checkpoint of how do you really feel about this? It does give that last step.
We're not trying to be flowing because blocked is equally valuable as flowing. Blocked has rich intelligence in it.
Yeah, you can learn something from that.
We have a culture right now where we're stuffing stress. We're doing anything but looking at it. And when we bring stress forward, it's informing us what we need to do to be ready.
Actually, super interesting because I brought up a scenario in my mind and I just realized I don't actually agree with my statement, which is also amazing that you can connect that. Okay, I came up with something and I did it, but then deep down, I didn't really agree with that.
How did you come up with this?
Yeah, brother. 7 years of research. We got an amazing team behind this. And I had a traumatic brain injury when I was 19 where I had an out-of-body experience and I watched my body walk around without me. And the Western medical system told me I was hopeless. They didn't know as much about neuroplasticity at the time because I had amnesia. I didn't know who I was or where I was. Through meditation, my brain recovered in a short window of time. My life took off. I had this amazing life because of meditation. And I've been fascinated with movement, perception, and consciousness and neuroscience ever since. The neuroscience research demonstrates that higher levels of interoception lead to higher levels of contentment, better friendships, more trustworthiness, even higher levels of financial success. All of the qualities of being human go up the more deeply we can connect inwards to our bodies. That's why I really wanted to do this with tools and devices that are accessible that people already have so that we can get this to as many people to help them flourish.